take you home.
Namaste. Well, I have an exciting announcement to make. We're going to start the new year with a new interactive program. And it's just going to be called Sangam, Your Dialogue to Self-Discovery. And this is going to be on Zoom every Sunday evening. That is Sri Lanka time at 6:30. And I'll put a link in the video description to a graphic that shows you what time it is in your local time zone. I think it's something like 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Central Europe, and it's like 5:30 or 6:30 in the morning in the western United States, 7:30 or 8:30 in the eastern US. And it's kind of late at night, 10 or 11 p.m. in Australia. So take a look at the map and see what time it's going to be every Sunday night, starting next Sunday, January 2nd, 2022. There will be a link to a Zoom meeting in the video description, and that will be the link that you click just before it's time to get on. And then Richard is going to be the host and moderator, and it's on his Zoom account, which is a cloud account. So everything can be recorded very nicely, and then we can post it afterwards as a video. So this is for those who have questions, who want to interact, both with me and Richard and the others in our Sangha, our association. This is an exciting step for us to take. We've tried various means before. For a while we had a Discord group, and that produced a lot of discord. We tried having a Sangha group on Signal, but Signal is hard for some people to install, I guess, or access or something. And then for a while we were doing the Saturday night live streams. And that was pretty good as long as I was in India and I had fiber internet. But here in Sri Lanka, I'm on the mobile internet. And Saturday night, of course, is the big night when everybody watches Netflix. So the net is very congested. We had a lot of dropouts, sound problems, and so on. Another thing about live streams is that it's pretty much just me talking. And we want to have an actual discussion. Like, this can be very useful for people who have doubts or questions, who are working through personal issues and so on. Like, one of our viewers contacted me yesterday on Signal, and he's going through a rough breakup. And so he was having suicidal ideation and feeling pretty down like that. So we went over the sutta, the Buddha Sutta, that I posted yesterday. And you can see that here. And this, I didn't tell him what to think, but I talked about how to think. And then he was able to apply it himself and work through it. And he feels a lot better today. So this kind of a presentation where there's full interactivity is very useful for people with personal issues or who have deep questions that can't be resolved by just a single answer. It requires a conversation. And really, that is the form that the teaching should take. We've often talked about the meaning of the word Upanishad. Upa means come close. And asada means sit down. Come close and sit down, and let's talk about this. First of all, you have to hear nicely. And once you have heard, think about what you've heard. And then there has to be some dialogue to make sure you understood everything properly and to clear up any misunderstandings or doubts. This cannot be done on a live stream. It's very difficult. I thought in the beginning of this channel that we could use the YouTube comments to have this kind of a discussion, but it just didn't work. People aren't literate enough. They're not patient enough. Although there have been some good discussions in the comments. We really need an interactive platform. So this is it. And it's not going to be all dry and serious, okay? There's going to be some fun. Like I wanted to name it, first of all, Captain Dharmasar's Lonely Hearts Club Sangha. Richard wouldn't let me name it that. I don't know why. He said his wife wouldn't like it because she would think it's derivative. Well, it is derivative, but it's also true. When you're a sadhu and trying to follow the spiritual path in today's society, you have to go against so many conventions, so many typical and habitual usages of the majority of the population. For example, if you want to just sit quietly and meditate, people are going to say, why are you just sitting there? Why don't you do something? Isn't it? But the Buddha, he would put it the other way. He'd say, don't just do something. Sit there and meditate. Go deep. Observe yourself. Watch your mind. Watch your breath. And slowly, slowly, a new kind of awareness will be uncovered. That awareness is already there within you. But it's covered by so much ego and habitual thought patterns and these different needs and desires and activities superimposed by the society. And this is called superimposition. It's not that we have to change or transform ourselves to be enlightened. We are already everything that we need to be. It's just that our real being, our real nature is covered over. So the process of meditation, and even before meditation, bhakti yoga and karma yoga, is about acquiring the qualifications and learning the methods to clear away all these superimpositions and come to our real nature, which is Sat Chit Ananda, eternal being, eternal consciousness, and eternal bliss. So this is our real nature. And all we have to do to regain our real nature is recognize the foreign stuff that's piled on top of it. And besides the actual practices, the association of others who have similar aims, goals, and values is very encouraging. The word satsaṅgs means association with good quality people. Sat means truth. It also means eternity. And of course, sangha means association or a group, a get-together. Now, the Buddha never advised people to meditate in a group. So we won't be doing any group meditations. But what he did do in a group is educate and discuss. So that's what we're going to be doing in the group we're going to educate, read some things maybe from Shastras, or bring up some topics from recent videos, and then we're going to discuss them. And like I said, Richard will moderate. He will choose who is going to speak, and then we'll go on to discuss these topics until everyone is satisfied. There's no time limit, although it'll probably be around an hour. It's not set in stone. If we need more time, sure, we can have it. So this is going to be our format every Sunday evening or morning, depending on where you are. And starting January 2nd, 1 week from today, you're all invited, and the link to the meeting will be in the video description below this video. We'll also put it in some of the daily sutra videos leading up to that date. And then it'll be the same every week after that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the Sangha, and where we can have this dialogue that leads to your self-discovery. Aum Tat Sat. Aum Shakti Aum.